Hello, this is a free call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Mom. How you doing today?
Good. I was updating my cell when you called earlier.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
didn't mean to update it because I normally update it at night, like when I'm sleeping, like after midnight or something. And I freaking hit it on accident. And that took about 30 minutes. And then I saw you calling me. Oh, shit.
It's okay. I had just came back from lunch, so they had some hamburger helper stuff, and it was good. I had put my corn in it. I took some seasoning.
Oh, good, yeah.
And it tasted really good. I was like, yeah, finally a good meal.
Yeah.
But, I was wondering.
After y'all hung up, I'm like, well, how did y'all conversation go? And he was like, good.
Yep.
She told me about Sebastian.
Yeah.
And I said, did y'all talk about the adoption?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all he said.
Yeah. So basically, he just wanted to know. He wanted to ask me why, and that's what I told him. I told him the same thing you told him. I'm like,
right, because it's the truth.
Right. So I'm like,
we don't need to hide nothing because it's the truth.
Right. And I'm like, look, we gotten really close and everything, and I'm like, instead of her labeled as stepmom, why not just make her mom? Let's make it legal.
Yeah. The only thing is, I was telling Dad, I said, I don't know if it's gonna bother you or not. About you. They might change it on the birth certificate, but you're still gonna have your original one. I mean, the one I have, I noticed it was forged. It was the 1995 one. That's the one your dad found.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, what? And I glanced at it. I looked at it all and just didn't recognize the date until I sent it to Jerry to make sure that, she got your name properly spelled, and your mama's name properly spelled. And then she's like, Kristy, look, the 95 looks like it's altered. I'm like, oh shit, this is a fake one. And I said it's 91. I said everything on there is correct except the 95.
Right.
And your dad was like, why the hell she did that? And I'm like, so Gypsy could be younger to get more stuff, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the reason behind it. I'm sure you don't know the reason behind it.
No.
There's just things we're never going to know.
I didn't know how old I was because,
right.
Whenever I had ran away from home, I think that's whenever she went, so whenever she brought me back home, but before we went home, she stopped at Staples, okay, and she brought the birth certificate with her, okay.
And she altered it.
I guess.
You can tell. I'm going to have to send you a copy so you could see.
And I'm like, because I've seen it before, because whenever she came out of Staples, she said, I have to go stop at Staples because I'm going to get your original birth certificate from Staples. And so I'm like, okay.
What?
And so she went in
Staples.
And
that didn't ring a bell for you?
No, because I didn't know where you get a birth certificate from.
Right. Oh, baby girl, we have so much to teach you.
I know, right? And so, anyway, she comes out of Staples with the birth certificate, and it says 1995 on it. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm underage. I can understand why you're upset that I had went with Dan, seeing as he's 36 and stuff, and it's illegal and everything. So I'm like, I understood, and that.
So how old were you, really?
I was actually
when you
19.
ran away.
I just turned 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's one thing I had wanted to know. I wanted to tell you. I had asked you, what date you know, your mom's passing was, and you told me the 10th. On the police report, it's on the 9th.
It
the same anniversary day as Emma.
It technically is the 9th. I mean,
it was like kind of midnight, it's not close.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Of the 9th.
Of the 10th.
Oh.
And so
see,
it's like
I guess they. Yeah, continue. I didn't mean to tell you.
It's like the night of the 9th, but the morning of the 10th, you know?
Yeah. And they probably, what they did was, I mean, you've seen CSI, you've seen all of this stuff, how they measure the body temperature, and that's how they get their, you know,
time of day.
Time. Right. So it was probably, you know, like really close. You know, they probably didn't know which, even to pick the 9th or the 10th, and they just said, oh, fuck it, let's go for the 9th. Not, you know, I mean, I'm sure when they asked you, you know, you told them, but it was already on the record, I guess. I don't freaking know.
I don't know either, because I'm like, whenever they asked me, I wasn't thinking, like, technical terms of in the morning or the night.
Right.
Like, I probably said the 9th.
Right, because I say last night, and it could have been 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
But it was during the night.
Right.
So the weather's getting so bad over here. It's thunder and
over
lightning.
Here it's freaking hot.
Girl, let me tell you, your freaking daddy.
Oh boy.
It's always with your freaking daddy. He decided, you know, oh, we're gonna go oil-based paint in the bathroom. Oh my God.
Oh dear.
The fumes were so bad last night. We went to bed. I couldn't breathe. My nose was so clogged up. Headache. And I'm like, and we took the TV. Well, he was sleeping at 10:30. I took the TV off like at 11:30. And I'm like, my nose was running, but I was still stuffed up. And I'm blowing my nose, and it was aggravating him. So I was like, I know I got some freaking Benadryl somewhere. Well, I went in Mia's room, looked for her nose spray. I started pumping it, and it's all leaking down my freaking arm. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I went find the Benadryl, and I'm like, and it's the liquid. I'm like, fuck, I hate cherry flavor shit. So I just hurried up and chugged it and drank some water, and I slept. It took, a few minutes for it to kick in, but at least I could breathe through my freaking nose, because I don't like to breathe, like sleep. I can't sleep breathing out through my mouth. I can't.
I can't either. I hate whenever I'm sick, because I'm like, I need to breathe in and out through my nose. Because if I have a cough and a cold, it hurts my throat to breathe out and in through my mouth.
Right.
So, yeah, I understand that feeling. Mm.
And that must have sucked for your Cpap.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, you put on your freaking nose.
Yes. Because I'm like, the first mask.
Probably made it worse because of all that freaking baby powder in that room.
Oh, I know. But, I mean, the good thing is it had a humidifier kind of in it to help with dryness. But if you pump it up too much, it'll make it where it's like your nose is all clogged up.
Too much moisture.
Too much moisture. And the first mask I ever had went completely on my nose. And I couldn't handle that. And then Mom had and then I saw Mom's one, and she had just the nose piece. They're called nose pillows. And
okay.
That was more comfortable.
What, it's like it's like it just goes strictly over your nose. It wasn't like the one where they give you oxygen.
Right, like it
Or
was.
when you got to do a breathing treatment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the one that goes over your nose. That's the original one that I had.
Right, that's the one I think they showed in. Well, the one they showed in the documentary was the one on the side of the bed. When you're saying how, it made you, that you had to sleep with that, but you found it made it worse. Yeah. They showed a picture of it.
Yeah. And that's mine. And like they make cute little like covers for the pipes and all. And whenever Mom got her Cpap, like I tried to encourage her because she didn't like it any more than I did. And every time she'd be like, they have a chip inside of it that records your hours of being on it.
Oh. And it'll tell you when you stop breathing or something?
It'll tell you all of that information, and it also tells you like how much you're using it and if it's effective.
Oh wow.
If the pressure's right and everything. It's all complicated. But it's done with a memory card that you could put in your camera. The same little SD card goes in the machine. And so, anyway, for a while I wasn't wearing it. And then whenever we go to the hospital, my doctor was wondering, like, he checked the card and there's no hours put on there. He was like, well, I guess it's a broken memory card. And that's Dr. Beckerman. And anyway, Mom was like, well, I can't keep on letting you slack on this because they're going to need hours. So that's whenever she started making me wear it every night, and that sucked. Because I'm like, I'm not sleeping. I can't sleep with this thing on my face. It's making my breathing worse than it actually is. And so it was just rough to sleep. So I would be freaking Benadryling myself out, trying to knock myself out so I could sleep.
I guess so.
Right.
Oh, fuck, that lightning just scared the shit out of me. I'm about to go inside.
Yeah, go inside. Oh, my.
You hear that?
Oh, yeah. Go inside.
I will in a minute. That lightning was, I'm going to tell you how close that shit was. Because my godchild, well, she's not my godchild. The youngest one's my godchild.
Uh-huh.
And they're at their swimming party. And I sent her, that lightning was 7 miles away from me. So it's getting closer.
Oh,
you count. Mm-hmm. It's 0.7 minutes. So it's not even, it's like 7.7 seconds away.
Uh-huh.
So I sent her a screenshot, the lightning strike, and I'm like, they're at the Cutoff Youth Center in the pool, and I'm like, get them kids out the freaking pool now.
Mhm.
And so the daddy was like, oh, I'm gonna go walk over and we'll get some food, and I had just told him, Rod, it's at the Cutoff Youth Center. Now, he listens to half the shit I say, okay? Just like every man. And I'm looking all over for him. Come outside, I look all over for him. And I see him coming back from the front of the street walking. And I'm like, where you went? Made a party's not over there. I said, dude, I just freaking told you. It was at the Cutoff Youth Center because he was going to get him some food to eat.
Mhm.
And, I lost 4 pounds.
Okay.
Since you've seen me last, I started taking Thrive from Corina. And, you know all about it, I'm sure. Mike told you, you saw him lose weight during the whole freaking
Right. Well,
time.
I mean, I had asked him, I said, like, you're losing a lot of weight. Like, seriously, from
and
the
I
time
gained
that
it.
I started, my
He gave it to me. I tell him that you lost it, but you freaking gave it to me.
He said I've been going out to the gym. So
Yeah.
So that's what he told me. So, but I didn't know that he was on a diet or anything.
What it is it's some patches you put on your arm, each arm or your leg in certain spots every day, and you drink a shake, with fruit, like you can make a smoothie. I walked in, that paint still slapped me in the face. You make a smoothie. So I've been doing, and you take a capsule, like on an empty stomach, and, So I got on the scale yesterday, and I lost 3 pounds, and then I got on the scale this morning, and I lost another one, and I've been going check, like, to see if it's just, like, wake up, you're not, you got your lightest when you wake up. So I'm telling this to Corina, and she's like, Mike wanted to throw the freaking scale. out the damn door because I was getting on it every day. And so I guess she tells Mike, Kristy's been getting on the scale. And he sends me a text. That's what he tells me. Let me get it. It's right here. Do not get on the scale every day. Once a week, first thing in the morning, that's it. I put, okay, Dad. He said, Karina does the same shit. You cannot weigh every day. You cannot weigh throughout the day. Your weight fluctuates constantly. The only way to truly measure is once a week on the same day of the week. First thing in the morning, naked.
Okay. Oh my God.
That's a true measure. I'm like, yes, sir. She told me you'd fuss me. He said, weighing every day just causes unnecessary disappointment. I said, so far it hasn't disappointed me, but I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Now they're leaving, going on their cruise Monday. They're going to Alaska.
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
Monday, your sister's going to get her driver's license. She'll need to, because her permit time will be up. Then I got to bring, then Dad's going, tell me he was going somewhere Monday, but I think they decided to go today instead. I don't know. He's supposed to be doing something with Gerard. I don't freaking know. Then I got a call next week, and I told your brother, I said, I got to bring Sage to the vet. I said, she's pregnant. She's getting an abortion.
Oh, boy.
No, you're not.
Pregnant?
I think so. I don't know. I felt her stomach, and it doesn't seem like it. But what I didn't know was your daddy was feeding them at like 6:30 in the morning. And when I'd wake up at 9:30 or whatever time I woke up, they would be meowing at me like they haven't eaten. So when I woke up, and he never told me any different. And I know you got to feed the babies twice a day because, they're growing and they're burning all the energy and this and that.
Yeah.
So this morning I woke up at 7:30. I come in and I see them eating. And I'm like, son of a bitch, he's been feeding them. And I've been feeding them an hour and a half to, sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours later. And I'm like, oh, shit, no wonder why Aurora's not eating all her freaking food. It's because she's eating, but she's lost some weight. Because I have her on. I finally took her off a puppy child. That was the reason why she was gaining weight.
Yeah, that I forgot to tell you that whenever they stay on that puppy child, that packs on the pounds whenever they become an adult.
Lesson learned. The vet told me that. I'm like, I don't know why she's gaining weight. She's not even supposed to be 11 pounds. I mean, party pounds are supposed to be like 6 to 7 pounds. But I'm about to put her on the scale just to see.
Oh, and can you, I did send, it'll be sent out Monday. Sounds like thunder over here, but there's not a cloud in the sky. But I did send Robert a visiting form and the information.
Okay.
So
yeah, he lives in Texas.
Yeah.
Doesn't he live in like Houston area?
It's Austin, Texas.
Austin, yes, that's where we went for the first film festival.
Right.
Then Sophia. Oh God.
I need to give her a call because she sent me an email last night.
Well, she's like,
Or
she's like, I'm gonna read you what she sent to me. And I was like, I don't know if it makes sense to you or if it's gonna make, I'm gonna read it to you. Okay. First, she says, hey, Kristy, can I call you this weekend? I said, if I don't answer, it's because we're busy painting and remodeling. She said, okay. Then she said, call you on video chat. Now this is later, like 3 hours later. I'm like, I'm painting, which I wasn't painting. He died. I was supposed to go paint, but he just did it all with the roller. And she's like, maybe tomorrow. Godchild's birthday tomorrow. Okay, I'll catch you sometime. Okay. And she said, I want to talk to Jip, tell her about SIG. What is that? I don't know. And she says, maybe we can talk Sunday. I said, I'll let you know, just super busy. And that was yesterday night at 8 o'clock. And I haven't heard from her again. I don't know what SIG is. I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know. Well,
I'm not asking her.
No, that's fine. God. I'm going to give her a call, and I'm going to tell her, my mom's busy right now, so,
Girl, you could tell her that till you blue in the freaking face. It don't matter.
Well,
she's still going to do it.
I know, right?
And it's like I told you that. I'm like, I said, Gypsy's telling me to block her.
Yeah.
If she gets too much of a pain in the ass, I said, if I block her, then I have to block her from the group. Mm-hmm. That's our rules. So it's like, I'm not going to block her. She'll get the hint.
But, yeah, I mean, if it becomes too much of a problem, I mean, you got to do what you got to do,
Yeah, I mean, this is what she needs to realize. When Dad's home, we super freaking busy.
Yeah.
Look, last night we ate supper, and he's like, you want to go have a drink somewhere? I'm like, no. So I want to have a drink. I got a bottle of wine in my icebox. We could drink over here. I'm thinking saving money because we're putting so much money into this bathroom.
Yeah.
And then we went on the trip, and.
Yeah, but every once in a while.
She always. Right.
Nice to go on a little romantic date, hey?
Well, this is what I told him. He's like, we don't do nothing spontaneous. I said, bullshit. We went to Lowe's yesterday spontaneously, and we went eat out at Golden Corral, and that was spontaneous. And he's like, I said, I'm content at home. We don't need to go out. We really don't. Last time we went eat out. And he's like, okay, we're going to go bar hopping. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? We never went to a bar. We ended up at some friend's house. And we don't talk to them anymore because that's a whole nother story to tell you.
Okay.
My best friend who's married slept with your brother.
What?
Yeah, before him and Rayleigh were dating.
Okay.
Yeah, so and Travis is about the same height as Dylan, but more muscular. Well, a little bit more fat than muscle, okay, but he's a big dude. And he would rip your brother to fucking pieces. So in order to protect Dylan, I had to protect her. And Dylan was 21, bragging rights, and she's like, and she had told me that they had kissed her. And I'm like, Jessica, I don't even want to freaking know. You remember the night that you called me crying about your tooth, that when it drops and you broke it? Yeah. I was with her that night.
Okay.
And that's the night she freaking told me that they kissed. And I was like, Jessica, she's like, well, you wouldn't give me my keys. Because she had came over here one night, and she's like, he wouldn't give me my keys unless I kissed them. I'm like, who's the adult here?
Now,
grab these fucking keys, or you...
How old is she?
Okay.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Okay.
She is 10 years younger than me.
Okay.
I've been knowing her since she was 5 because I dated her cousin. Okay, and I was good friends with her mom. Now, Curtis was the same age as me. She was 5 years old. I was 15. I used to babysit them little brats. 5 of them little suckers. And I was friends with her mom first. And then, through time, Still hung around with Connie, which we call her Honey. But then Rod started, reconnected with Travis again, and, the kids were older, so we were doing more things together. I mean, I talked to Jessica 3 or 4 times a day to nothing. And her mama came over here yesterday to get a towel that she had for her other grandchild, like her other daughter that I had over here. And we were talking about it, and, I started crying, and I was like, I'm going to start crying right now because I said they didn't think about me. They didn't think what this would do to me.
Right.
What if it would have been Seth, which I would never freaking do. I mean, he's he's going to be a senior this year. I said, but what if it would have been something like that?
Right.
And Travis would have had to protect his son from Rod and Dylan. I said, never once did they think what this will do to my best friend or what this is going to do to my mama. So, once again, because of your brother's stupid fucking stupidity, I don't have a best friend again. Because this shit fucking happened when he was 15. I don't know if they did anything, but she was sending him pictures of her in her bra, And I saw the picture, and I told her, I said, meet me at a restaurant in 5 minutes, because we're going to talk.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and I was like, Jessica, you need to freaking stop. Oh, but he's telling me everything I want to hear. I'm like, he's 15. He's probably reading it off of something.
Right.
He's thinking with
he's
his
a
head
boy.
of his dick.
He's trying to get it, he's a teenager, dude.
Right. And, so it stopped, or I thought it stopped. It might have never stopped. And then when this happened, okay, she told me about the kiss. We were, at the Olive Garden, we were talking about, because that was right after we left, after we were in the store and talked to you, we went and eat, and that's, we were talking about you, and, she's like, oh, I hope Gypsy's going to be okay. I heard her freaking out on the phone, and, and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, she's going to be fine. She's going to be all right. Yeah. And then we got on the topic of Dylan, and she says, I need to tell you something, but I don't know if I should tell you. Well, you don't tell that to somebody, because I'm not thinking it's about her and Dylan.
Right.
Thinking of it's about something else. I'm like, bitch, back the fuck up. What you can't tell me, I don't want to tell you. I said, Jessica.
Stop saying that. Just tell,
Yeah, just freaking tell me. Well, when she told me, because he was already sleeping with a chick that was married, that the husband didn't give a shit. They had an open marriage.
Okay.
And I had 2 glasses of wine already in my system. And I was like,
probably a good thing.
Well, I said, and I'm just joking around. And I'm like, well, if you and Travis will probably get a divorce, I might have you for a daughter-in-law. Just joking about it, And I'm like, I don't want to hear about it anymore, Jessica. And she's like, I know, and now I shouldn't have told you. I'm freaking out. And I'm like, yeah, you should be freaking out.
Yeah.
Because I could have went ballistic and made a scene in the Olive Garden, but thank God I had 2 glasses of wine. So whenever he started dating Rayleigh, he had already bragged about him and Jessica.
Oh.
So me is in the truck, and Mia says, I don't like Jessica anymore. And I said, yeah, I know. She told me. Oh, she told you they fucked? I'm like,
oh, crap.
No.
Oh,
she didn't tell me they fucked. I said, she told me they kissed.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, no, Mama, they fucked. Mama, they fucked. And I'm like,
crap.
oh, God.
Oh, God.
I don't even want to talk about it. Mia just giving me a freaking headache.
Just in time.
Well, one night, she's wasted. Jessica went to the bar, went out. She was wasted because her husband's been living in Baton Rouge during the week, fixing all the houses that had flooded because he owns his own carpenter business. And she sends me a Snapchat, which Snapchat, you send a video, it's only there for like 2 minutes or whatever, not even 2 minutes after you look at it, and if you don't save it, it's not coming back.
Okay.
It goes up in pride to the cloud. I don't know. I get a Snapchat from her, and she's outside her house, smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer. I could tell she's fucked up. I'm going to give your son a blowjob.
Oh, fuck no.
I said, girl. So I sent her a Snapchat.
Hell
I'm like,
no.
Jessica, no, you're not. She sends me one back. Yes, I am.
Oh, my God.
Rayleigh needs to leave. And I'm like, first of all, Rayleigh ain't going fucking nowhere. And second of all, don't call my son no more. Don't text my son no more. Block his ass. Okay. Now she don't remember none of that.
Oh, my God.
She was freaking wasted. She don't remember none of that.
Uh-huh.
So, prom night, it was her daughter's senior prom and her son's junior prom. I'm sleeping. It's 12 o'clock, midnight. Rod was up waiting to bring Mia to an after-prom party. She comes screaming. I hear her screaming, Jessica, in the hallway, opens my door and screams, Kristy! And I'm thinking somebody got killed. It's prom night, you know. Thinking something tragic happened. I'm like, well, something did tragic happen, okay? She's like, Danielle told Travis I was fucking Dylan and you okay with it. And I'm like, what? And then Travis comes right behind her in my room. I'm just turning my lamp on, and I'm like, I'm going outside. I'm going to meet y'all outside. And Mia's sitting on the sofa when we walk in because she's talking to Mia. Can you believe Danielle told Travis? And Mia's like, I really know what it happened, so don't play like I don't know or that you don't freaking know what's going on.
Right.
So, Rod, your dad's in the shed. I walk in, and this is what Travis is telling your daddy. And you, 4 years ago, you sent a video. You took my wife's phone and sent a video of your dick.
What?
And I walked in on that. And I'm like, what the fuck you just said?
Right.
He said, yeah, 4 years ago, Jessica told me that we were all at my house, and Rob was drunk, and he took Jessica's phone in the bathroom and videoed his dick and said, whenever you want some of this, come and find. And I'm like, first of all, if Travis would have, like Jessica would have told that to Travis or showed him the video, your dad and Travis would have been rolling in the yard 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And Jessica's like, I didn't want to tell you, Kristy, because I didn't want our friendship to be ruined. She's trying to take the heat off of her and Dylan.
Right.
And putting the heat onto me and your daddy. And I'm like sitting down, like trying to comprehend every fucking thing because I'm still half asleep, but freaked out at the same time.
Right.
Like, oh, God. Thank God. All I kept on saying is, thank God Dylan's not here. Thank God. And your dad's looking at Travis like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. No, you don't, because you were drunk. And I'm like, whoa, back the fuck up. And he said, no, fuck all of y'all. Walks out. I was going to leave Jessica here.
Oh, my God.
So that happened at the end of April.
Oh.
Okay. We in New York, May 5th, okay? This is how come I know this. Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. Got into New York that night. Jessica sends me a Snapchat. Travis is went right down the street 2 times already. And I'm like, he could go right down the fucking street all he wants. I said, Dylan's not there. He's on vacation. I said, and Dylan was man enough to talk to him on the phone. Travis wanted to know what positions they fucked, everything. And I'm like, why the fuck you want to do that to yourself, Travis? I'm thinking that to myself. You know, I mean, all right, you know they fucked, but you really want a visual?
Right, exactly.
You know, he fucked you doggy style, he fucked you, you know, I mean, asking her all these freaking questions.
Wow.
And I said, he could go ride up and down my street all he freaking wants. I said, none of our vehicles are there. I said, and Tanya's here house sitting with the, you know, with Caesar and BB and with the cat, with Sage, because I knew Sage was going to have the babies when we were in New York. So next thing I know, I don't have Jessica on Snapchat. I don't have her on Facebook. And I text her. I'm like, because Gypsy, you know, I have a big heart. Oh, do I have a big heart?
You do.
Because I forgave her.
Oh, boy. I don't think I would have been able to.
Mama, look, I didn't tell my mama this. She'd shit. She'd freaking shit if I tell her this. But I'm not going to tell her. And I'm like, I'm willing to still be her friend. Willing to still be her friend. Willing to still be her best friend. You know, I mean, I have friends. And, I mean, I have my childhood best friends, like Michelle and Renee and everything. But, I mean, and I have Tanya. She's right up the street. And I tell everything to Jessica. Jessica would come over here. She has this tough exterior on the outside, but she's come to me and cried so many times. You know, I mean, we even had shirts made, like, from Grey's Anatomy. You're my person.
Aww.
You know, yeah. Like, a month before all of this fucking shit went down. And I sent her a call. I sent her a text. I'm like, what the fuck, Jessica? I said, you blocked me from everything, but her and Travis share Facebook. And she's like, well, Travis don't want me to be your friend anymore. I said, well, Rod doesn't want me to be your friend anymore, but this is my life.
Right.
You know? And I said, I'm not going to give up my friendship like that. I'm not like that. And
she's lucky that I'm not out there. I would have been, stay the fuck away from my brother, you whore.
Oh, look. Mia was at the point where I can't fucking stand her mama. I don't like her when she comes over here, you know, because she come over here a lot. But you see, at the end of the year last year, your brother wanted to commit suicide.
I remember that.
Okay, you remember that? And she's the one that he would tell it to. So she was, you know, coming over here more often. I mean, she's the one that came over here and told me. And if she wouldn't have told me that night, we'd have buried your brother the next day.
Yeah, I remember.
Because he was like, I was doing it tonight. You remember that, okay?
Yep.
Well, at that point, I didn't know nothing. Because this was November. Early November. Not, I mean, I had just put up my tree, so I know it was early November. And so, I mean, I had so much to thank her for that. So I wasn't going to throw away this friendship because she saved my son's life. She saved your brother's life.
Right.
I'm crying right here like the biggest baby.
Oh, don't worry. Sometimes you got to let it out.
Yeah. So when her mama came over here yesterday, and her mama knows, and I mean, we talking, and I start crying, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm crying. And she's like, Kristy, she said, Jessica was your best friend for 10 years.
Right.
You know, and I said, yeah, I said, it's hard. I said, but you know what? I said, Travis has her where he fucking wants her now. No friends. no nothing, and she's miserable. And she says, "You're right."
Mhm.
Because he's not going to divorce her. He's going to stay with her and continue to fuck around on her.
Mhm. Now, why don't, is she at the point where she wants to leave him?
She's been wanting to leave him for 10 years. She's never going to leave him. She didn't leave him yet. She ain't never leaving him.
Right.
Because I ended up telling her sister Kelly about her and Dylan, okay?
Mhm.
Well, Jessica sends me a message. "You fucking told my sister you have a big mouth." And I'm like, "I have a big mouth?" I said, "I didn't say shit to nobody."
Mhm.
I said, "Y'all had the big fucking mouth." I said, "First of all, y'all shouldn't have did what y'all did."
Right.
I said, and second of all, Dylan was single, and he was 21, and he had bragging rights.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't think he would say anything. I'm like, are you fucking stupid?
Right. Honestly.
You know,
yeah.
Come on, he's fucking his mama's best friend.
Right.
You know, look, if she'd have been single, fuck till your dick's raw and you can't walk, Jessica.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Right.
I mean, he's 21. He was an adult.
Right. Mhm.
And I told her, I said, I'm telling you this right now. I said, I hope to God one day you find your happiness.
Yeah.
I hope to God one day that you have the courage to leave your marriage.
Yeah.
Because you are so
it sounds
miserable.
Like he needs to. It sounds like that is a lost cause, and it's just a bad toxic relationship.
The only reason why they got married was because she was pregnant. And she got pregnant. She was a junior and he was a senior.
Mhm.
You know?
That is not a good relationship to be in.
It's a very unhealthy, girl. And I tell you, we go over there and we don't go over there no more, but the kids would just argue and scream at each other. And Macy is the oldest, telling Allie, "I fucking hate you." And Allie's like, "I hope you fucking die." And
you were telling me about these people.
This is the
They're
same.
kids.
This is the same family.
Oh my God.
So
wow.
Travis, the day after they come over here, him and Jessica were outside. And Jessica called me after the fact, and she says, "Girl, you never guess what fucking Travis did." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what? How many holes he punched in the walls or the doors?" That's what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
She's like, "He told Macy, Seth, and Allie to come outside, and he made me tell him what I did."
What?
And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious, Jessica?" And she was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, what the kid said?" She said, Macy turned around and walked out and didn't say nothing. Seth said he'd been knowing. And Allie called me a child molester. And I'm like, "You're not a child molester. First of all, he was 21 years old. When, he was 21 years old. So, so then, get back to telling Kelly, her sister. We both have a sister named Kelly. I told her, I said, "Let me tell you something." I said, "Travis knows how Rod's schedule. Knows when he's home. He knows when he's off." I said, "You tell your husband. He walks on my fucking property. I'm calling the fucking cops. Because he's not going to come over here while Rod's not here and try to beat the shit out of my son."
No.
And I told Dylan, he never locks his bedroom door. I'm like, when you in there, start locking it, because you could be sleeping, he's going to walk in and he's going to jump on you. And Dylan's like, "Well, I'm going to shoot him." I'm like, "How could you shoot him when he's going to be on top of you, beating the fuck out of you, Dylan?" So I told Jessica, I said, "Tell your husband. He is not to step a foot on my property. He does, I'm pulling a gun out on him."
Yeah.
And she said, "Okay."
Man,
After
that's
we
a
seen
whole
her yesterday.
bunch of drama. God.
Girl.
All because of them stupid ass.
She was, when all of this happened, with you at first, she was the one that never left my side. Was here every day for me to cry, every day for me to hold my hair when I was throwing up. I mean, she was like a sister to me.
Right. Yeah.
And it just fucking sucks. Yeah. Because he does, always says, he had said something last night. And he's like, well, we could go to the bar. We could go have a joint. We might see some friends. I'm like, who, Rod? Every best friend I had, or, whatever. I said, and I was pertaining to Jessica. I said, y'all fucked that shit up. Yeah. And he's like, so you mad at me? And at first I was, because I was like, maybe Rod did send a freaking video, because when your dad's fucked up.
Yeah, he probably won't remember that.
He does some stupid shit.
Yeah, that's like me whenever I was wasted. I don't remember taking that video. But...
Right. He's a big-ass flirt. Me and Daddy are a big-ass flirt.
That's me too.
If I was there, look, he did this when I was there. But he went, supposedly do it in the bathroom. Oh, when we're at the bar, I'm there.
Right.
So he really, he flirts, he's flirting with me. He ain't flirting with nobody else, he's flirting with me.
Right.
When I leave, when I tell him I'm going to the truck and you're not here in 10 minutes, I'm leaving your ass, I've done that. And my friends have called me and said, Kristy, there was this girl, she knows you and Rod's married, and she was all over your husband the minute you walked out. And I went grab Rod and told her who the fuck she thinks she is, knowing that he's married. Right. And she said, well, who are you to him? And she said, I'm fucking him behind his wife's back, which she wasn't. Right. But she told her that. So she's like, girl, so if you hear, and I hear your daddy in the background, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble.
Yeah, you are in so much trouble.
I said, do I have to go over there? Because if I go back to the bar, I'm going to beat this bitch down. And she was like, no, I'm putting him in the car right now. I'm bringing him home to you. She said, but if you hear that I'm fucking your husband, it's not true.
Right.
And I'm like, fine. Which I knew she wouldn't anyway. I mean, Leslie's not like that. But it's like now, it's like when I have a problem, I can't pick up the phone and call Jessica. I can't. And it hurts now. I sent her birthday was on the 22nd. I sent her a happy birthday. And she told one of our mutual friends, can you believe Kristy had the nerve to text me and tell me happy birthday? And I told that to her mama yesterday. I said, I still love her.
Right.
I still love her. If she would come over here right now and say, I'm sorry, let's be friends, and hug it out, Gypsy, you know me.
I know. It'll all be all right. And water under
It'll all
the fridge.
be all right.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want, like I told Mia, I don't want you to hate Jessica. I mean, I understand why, because she slept with your brother and she's married, because Mia she don't tolerate if somebody's married and wants to go out of their marriage. She does it. Mia's going to be the perfect wife.
Yeah.
Zero tolerance for bullshit.
Right.
But if she, like I said, if she would drive up right now, I'd be like, it's okay, it's forgiven, I love you, let's move on. If she would leave Travis.
Yeah. And that's what she needs to do.
But she's not, because I don't know why. I talked to her mama about that, and I was like, I said, I'm so happy I still have, I have y'all. I'm still close with her two sisters, and their kids, and I still have Macy, Allie, and Seth on Facebook. I mean, they can't get mad at me.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying? I did not creative. But what happened was how Travis found out. They were at our friend's house, Danielle and all, and Danielle was drunk and told Travis, Dylan's fucking your wife and Kristy's okay with it.
Oh my God.
What I told, because Danielle hinted to me like a month before that she knew, and I said, look, it doesn't have to be talked about. Nothing. I never said I was okay with it. I said, look, shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Because when Travis finds out, it's not going to be fucking pretty. And they know how Travis is, too, because they live down the same damn street.
Wow.
God, I'm sorry, but I just needed to vent.
No,
I love you.
That's fine. I love you, too. Listen, I had to vent on Dad last night because I was emotional, and my poor roommates. Oh, my God. So I got a letter from Sebastian, and he hasn't gotten my letter talking about the whole situation. And so it was
hasn't yet?
He hasn't yet because I had sent him this is in response to a letter before that letter. So, everything's fine. He's talking about how what he's doing at work and that he hasn't found a home.
Yada, yada, yada.
And yada, yada, yada. Well, anyway, I go through some emotions and I write him a letter that says, I got your letter today, but until I get your response from the letter that I sent you, I have to be honest. You admire my honesty, so this is how it is. You hurt me. I don't think you meant to hurt me, but you invited another woman to come and live with you. Huh?
I'm getting my mail, and my neighbor across the street.
Okay.
I'm getting her mail. Oh, shit, some siding's falling off my house.
Uh-oh. And so anyway,
Yeah, I'm looking.
I didn't even put I love you at the end of the letter
On the phone.
or anything. I just put ... And so I was just going with
No, you want me to get it? I'll go. Sorry about that, Gyps.
It's fine.
Okay, no problem. Okay, continue.
And so anyway, I dropped that letter in the mailbox, and then, because in that letter I wrote, it's fine because I don't give a fuck anymore. You can do what you want. And blah, blah. I mean,
there you go, baby girl. Put that foot down.
And no, it's just so.
Be like mama, but always care.
Right. And that's where I kind of broke it down for him. I'm like, look, you hurt me, and the way I deal with pain is I dish it out 10 times full back. And I won't do it in a violence, but I will cut
well, no,
with
don't
my
take
words.
after your mama like that, but...
No. But I'm like...
I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about you. Don't, beat up a man because she ain't taking a coupon for out-of-state.
Right.
Or whatever the case may be. Handle it, like you said, maturely. Be an adult about it, show it, put your foot down.
Yeah. And I really think I put my foot down with this one.
You could forgive,
right?
but you never forget.
Right.
Because you don't deserve to hold that anger in.
Right.
It's not healthy.
Right. And I don't want to, and I don't want to stay angry. And I'm like, it's not like he's cheating on me. It's just more of the fact, like, you hurt me because you didn't ask for... you didn't ask how I felt about it before you went ahead and just invited her. I'm like, I don't know this chick. I don't know what she's all about, So I'm just like, I'm not happy with it.
Talking to me.
Okay. And so anyway, probably about 3 hours later, venting again on paper. And whenever I'm mad at him, I call him Sebastian. When I'm,
oh yeah,
I'm lovey-dovey, I'll call him Bash. And so in that letter, I said, I'm like, "Dear Sebastian, yes, there is something wrong." So, yeah.
Good. Because you know what? If he starts walking all over you now, he's gonna walk all over you. Continue to do it. You put your freaking foot down.
Right.
And this is how it is. And if I don't see a change, and I don't care if you tell me you changed to a blue in the face until I see it, then that's when I'm going to make up my mind.
Exactly.
But like I told you, it's hard for you to judge that
by inside.
Because
right.
You're there.
Exactly. And I
you
even
need me to rip
that.
into his ass? I'll rip into his ass.
I know you would. And that's why I want y'all to be friends on Facebook so you can spy on him for me.
Oh, girl, I got that shit. Don't worry.
And I mean, I also told that, I'm like, but on the other hand, you know, a lot of guys have been writing me, and not all of them are creepos. Some of them are genuine, nice guys. And I talked to Ken on the phone.
Ken?
Ken, yeah, the
like
guy.
Barbie Ken?
Yeah, Barbie Ken. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's
sound like barbecue, Barbie Ken?
Barbie Ken. Barbie and Ken.
Barbie
but
Ken.
he is 25, and he is just the sweetest thing. Like, he is just so cool and easy to talk to. And like, he's like, I check on the petition every day to make sure, you know, if I could share it and keep on sharing it to get more signatures.
Okay, what's his name? He's on Facebook. I'm going to check him out right now. Mama's on a mission.
Okay.
Ken what?
Urker. He should be in the support group.
Got it. Ken Euchre.
Yes.
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Yes.
Adding him right now.
He is just the coolest guy. We talked for a good hour and a half.
He's right here hugging his grandma.
Mm-hmm. And
this is in 2014.
He sent me a picture of himself.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, and he put he wrote down like on a pad, "Nice to meet you, Gypsy," and took a picture of himself and sent it to me. And so I got that in my photo album.
I'm gonna tell you this, and it's not to burst your bubble.
What?
You have to kind of be careful because some of them want to get to know you for the fame.
I know, and I have been warned about that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but because
I just want to let you know that too.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm like, oh, and
I'm sure you could.
Oh, go ahead.
You know by now, you know what I'm saying? You know which ones are in it for the wrong reasons.
Right. And like I've had a few that, you know, just seem weird and wanted to get to know me just for the fame part.
Yeah. Send them to Maui.
Right.
Send them to Maui.
And
I did make amends with Tracy B.
Okay.
We had a long talk, and I was like, look, life's too short, which I gave her a long time ago, and she knew that, but I finally unblocked her on Facebook.
Who's Tracy Bean again? Sorry.
She's the one that I first hated, was like a hater, and then she was friends with me, finding out information and posting it in the fucking hate group.
Oh,
You know, and I busted her ass.
Mhm.
I called her out on it.
Mhm.
You know, and weren't friends on Facebook for a year and a half.
Wow. Okay.
You know, and I had told Jana and Bambi about it because she made their life hell. And they're like, if you want to forgive her, you're more woman than me. I was like, okay, I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, that I'm unblocking her, I'm adding her back. And Mia was pissed. Why are you texting her? Because Mia's just so overprotective. And I'm like, look, Mia, there's some things you just got to freaking let go.
Yeah.
Because Mia's not forgiving like me. Your brother's not forgiving like me. And, like, if you ever have problems with a guy and you need to talk to, the best people pretty much are to talk to is your dad and your brother. Because think about it, your brother's 22 years old. He knows what's in their mind.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I know that Dylan's going to be protective and everything.
What?
And so, and I'm like, you know, last night I was kind of, you know, scared to talk to Dad,
Don't
about
ever be
guys
scared
and
to talk
stuff.
to Dad.
But, I mean, I think we hit, like, a little breakthrough, and I just kind of vented to him,
Y'all need that bond.
Right.
See, we already have that.
Right.
And I think he got jealous at the beginning, because, I mean, you his blood.
Right.
You his, he's, I think in his mind he's thinking, that's my daughter. Why she's wanting to talk to Kristy all the time. But I mean,
he's at work
it's easy.
a lot of the time.
Right.
And while he's
gone,
we talk.
Yeah. Right. And, that was just like when, after, we got married and your mom called and said, I don't want to argue no more. I don't want to, this and that. I want to forgive. I want y'all to forgive me. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, fine. Your daddy's like, fuck that shit. So when she called, to give us updates about fake illnesses, as I'll say now, your daddy would answer the phone and she'd say, let me talk to Kristy. But the first few years it was like that. And I'm like, DeeDee, I know you have a lot of resentment towards Rod, and he does with you. Y'all gotta put that behind y'all for Gypsy's sake.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't work that way. I'm not like you. And I'm like, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
And he eventually did, but I can't say he forgave her, but he was cordial with her.
Yeah.
Civil started telling her, I love y'all, and, and this and that. I mean, because he wasn't going to say, oh, well, tell Gypsy I love her. It was, because she would say, oh, we love y'all, and he'd say, love y'all too.
Well, I mean, that's how it kind of was. It was like, me and her were always together, and y'all are a family, so it's like y'all were always together, so it's kind of like I love y'all, and like a general, I love y'all too,
Exactly. It just rolls together,
right.
And, and when I was talking to my mom about something about forgiveness and this and that, but I didn't tell her about Jessica. And I was crying to her for something, and she says, Kristy, she said, you don't know how much God has blessed you with your heart. She said, you have a forgiving heart, and not too many people are made like you. And I said, I know. I said, but people get mad at me because other people get upset with me because I choose to forgive. And she's like, well, that's on them. Now, they don't quite quit being my friends or nothing because I choose to, it's my life, And I think it was about your mama when I was telling her, I prayed and prayed. I hated her at first, after all of this happened, because I was so angry that she did what she did to you. That's what hurt me. I was like, Mama, if it would have been her pretending like she was sick and all of this, stuff, I wouldn't have been so pissed off. And, but it's what she did to Gyps. I said, I can't comprehend it. And I said, but I forgave her. And that's when she told me, she said, not many are like you.
Right.
Me and my mama are the same person.
That's a good thing.
She
you
raised,
have a good role model.
The way she raised me is the way I try to raise Dylan and Mia. The same heart, the same, but damn, Mia got my grandma Myrtle's blood more than anybody because she holds a grudge.
Aww.
I mean, at first, it took her a long time to get over y'all, situation, because until she saw the documentary. When she saw the documentary, that's okay. Finally understand it all. She'd hear bits and pieces, and she would walk out. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it. But once she saw the documentary, she was like, oh, I get it.
Right.
You know,
I
and like,
can understand. She's just turned 16, and I'm like,
yeah, she's young.
Thinking that's a lot to process for a 14, 15-year-old girl to, process that her sister is in prison and what had happened and everything. And
right.
Just the overall general fact that this went so international.
Yeah, went so far.
Yeah. A media shitstorm, basically. And,
right, because before we knew exactly what happened, cried, was scared, just like me, that they left you somewhere to die. You know what I mean? She was flipping the fuck out. And then when she found out that there was involvement, she was mad.
Yeah.
How could my sister do that? I'm like, well, you don't want to sit down and talk to me and let me tell you everything. I don't want to hear it. She's just like your daddy. I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. But when she saw you for the first time in prison, and I told you, she told me, she came up to me and says, oh, my God, Mama. I was like, oh, God, what she's going to say. Because me, I'm thinking she's going to say something off the fucking wall that's going to be hurtful. Mama, pictures do not do her justice. She is beautiful.
Aww.
And I remember I whispered that to you. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
me is human. She's not a robot. She's human.
Oh, it's funny. No, I was thinking the same thing about her. I was like, last time I seen her, she was only 2. And
I
just
know.
to see the little baby that I held in my arms and to see her, almost all grown up, it was just...
Now she could hold you.
I know, right? Yeah, and I told Dad, I'm like, Dylan's just so tall. Like, whenever Mom said that he was tall, I wasn't thinking that tall, And so
yeah, exactly.
It was like unbelievable, and like I had a blast. I had came
to
the
did
room
too.
And told my roommates all about it.
Yeah, it touched my heart when we were leaving and he picked you up and hugged you, and I was like, oh, why I can't have a camera right now? But it's embedded in my memory.
Right, it's gonna be a precious memory. Yep.
Yeah. So how many of them are jonesing for your brother?
Oh, quite a bit. Because I'm like, I had got the pictures. It's in my album, and so they have quite a bit that's going for Dylan, and then my roommate.
Not happening.
Going for Dad. So I'm like, oh my God.
Gotta protect them. You gotta protect your daddy and your brother.
And yeah. And so I'm like, they were kind of like comparing, like, okay, so you look more like your brother than your sister. Your sister looks more like, and they're just like comparing, the 3 of us.
Right. Because, girl, I looked around, like when we first walked in, and everybody turned and looked at Dylan. That's when we went sign in. Everybody, it's like the room went kind of silent. They all looked at Dylan. I'm like, Dylan, you feel a hole burning in your body somewhere, probably your ass? No, why? I think they all just freaking staring at you.
Right.
Oh, really?
Fresh.
He's kind of, the dude, yeah. Oh, yeah, really? And he's like, I'm here to see my sister.
Yeah. Because the lady was not my roommate, but my next door neighbor was like, is that your boyfriend? I'm like, no, that's my brother. That's my brother, my dad, my mom, and my sister. Like,
damn, you got a damn good-looking family.
I know. I've heard that quite a bit. They're like, that is a good-looking family.
And you part of that good-looking family. You're beautiful.
Oh,
people freak when they see your pictures. Like from the first picture to now. They're like, oh, my God, she is beautiful. And I'm like, I said, I'm going to tell y'all like me and so me. Pictures don't do her justice. I mean, I see the beauty in your picture. I mean, so did Mia. But to see you, you know, and the personality and the bubbly personality, you know, that makes you more beautiful.
I always am so nervous when going to a visit or talking to someone new on the phone. Like I had told Ken on the phone, I'm like, look, I am awkward talking on the phone for the first time to someone new. So forgive me if I say anything stupid or whatever, because my personality, whenever I'm nervous, I talk. And I have no filter.
Well, me too.
I just say what's
Rod's
on
my mind. Like, do you know when to shut up when you're on the phone? No, I really don't.
I don't.
He says, that's why probably Mia hangs up on you. I said, yeah. She just sick.
That's how I am. I'm just like, I just talk and talk and talk. And, you know, sometimes I could be awkward on the phone and say something maybe inappropriate or just stupid. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. And, you know, that's what I'm always kind of afraid of because it's my personality. And until I'm like, do you know how long it took me to talk to my father on the phone and be comfortable and, you know, not be afraid to be who I am and let my personality show? Now, with my mom, I just let it show, you know, it took probably about a year maybe or something.
It just comes naturally now.
It comes naturally now. And I could talk on the phone and be myself and not worry about saying something stupid because I know you'll understand, you know? So I'm just that way. But even on video.
Yeah, because, like, Rod always laughs because when we both say hello, and I'm like, oh, I got so much to tell you. And he's like, maybe she wants something to tell you. Maybe she wants to tell you something first. I know, but I don't want to forget. You know, he just laughs at that because, like, I get still on the damn phone. I'll talk forever. I'm like, well, I said, it's not just about her being in there. It's about me, my friends. I tell her, you know, I tell her stuff. I said, she's kind of like my go-to girl.
Right.
You know, I said, I could tell Mia a lot. I do. You know, I said, but I just feel like I could tell Gypsy so much more because, like, there's no judgment.
Right, no.
You know?
No.
I mean, and when I told you that first day, no judgment, I meant that.
Yeah, and it's the same here because I'm like, I might not understand some of the things because I haven't lived through it. But I can understand and share those emotions and, you know, try and give the best advice I can come up with that I think that might be helpful. You know, and that's just how I live my life now.
At the end of the day, after we hang up, I'm always grateful because it's like, God, it felt so good to get that off my chest. You know, about whatever it was. You know, she just made my day. Like, when I see you call, like, my heart lights up. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good conversation.
Well, let's see. We've been talking for, about an hour.
Let's see, I could tell you an hour and 13 minutes.
See? So it's like, I even told my roommate that. I'm like, if it's 30 minutes, that is a short conversation.
That is like one topic.
Right, one topic of a conversation.
One topic.
Absolutely.
Her. She's like, when you could come get me? When? I said, text me when you want me to go get you. Take the truck. Why? I don't want to get my car dirty. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a fancy car, so it's...
Yeah, she cleaned that sucker so good the other day.
That's good.
And she's like, oh, I wanted to stay like this. I'm like, oh, but it's not. It does rain.
It's a car. It will get dirty.
Yeah. Now she knows how her dad is when it comes to the truck.
Yeah.
But she's like,
did Dad tell you? Did Dad tell you I have enough to buy the typewriter now?
No, girl, when I tell you, he didn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, I told him, I said, come Monday, I'm going to go up to Canteen and purchase the typewriter.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want me to send you what I wrote about your mom so you could put that in?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to let you know now, some of it is kind of disturbing, okay?
That's fine. Look, no
but
judgment.
It's the
fine.
truth.
There's not.
And I do say there, like I told you before, it wasn't always bad.
Mhm.
You know, we had many laughs, her and I.
Mhm.
And I would have never watched Medea movies if it wasn't for her.
Uh-huh.
You know, every time I watch one, till this day, I think of her.
Oh.
I'm like, I still remember the conversation. Kristy, you didn't watch the Medea movie yet? No. You need to watch it. You know,
They're
and
some
it
of
took me
the
about
funniest
a year.
freaking movies.
Yeah. She's like, Story of a Mad Black Woman.
Mhm.
You need to watch that one.
Yeah,
And
that was the very first
I didn't
one.
know who Tyler Perry was. I didn't know who Medea was.
Right.
And then I never forget when I watched it, I called her and I said, I can't believe I waited this long to watch it. She's like, I told you. I've been telling you for a year. You know, so
That's a good movie.
bad. I mean, we had some fun times, you know, some fun memories, her and I, you know, I mean, especially when, you know, on the rare occasion that we got to hang out, you know, we would laugh, we'd make jokes about your daddy, you know, I mean, it was a good, you know, it was a good foundation. And it's like, you know, if it should have, you know, let you live, you know, it would have been better.
I can totally understand that because, like, I had told Mike and Aaron and, you know, anybody that would wonder, like, okay, you went to Disney World, but at the same time, this is going on. So, you know, like, how did that come out? And I'm like, it wasn't always bad. You know?
Right. And people,
we had good times, too.
Right. You know, I mean, look, in the documentary, when we're in Mike's office, and he's showing us all the doctor's notes, you know, and when Dr. Plasticine, whatever the hell his name is, I can't pronounce it.
Me either.
Right half the time. You know, and Mike shows me this paper, and he's like, you see, every time she would bring Gypsy to the doctor, she would request for the notes, the doctor's notes, which you can. And in that particular one, it said, Mom is not a good historian. Has a feeling she has Munchausen by proxy.
Wow.
And I rolled my eye, and I was like thinking in the back of my head I could say 1,000 dirty words about your mama. And all I said was, cause she, and I'm talking slowly because I'm like, I got to watch what I say because I'm going to watch this one day, you know, I'm thinking of you. But she is just a no good, manipulative, whatever. I never called her a bitch. I never ever in the documentary said hurtful, bad name about your mom. Now, as for Bobby, that was his name. He could say what the fuck he wants. That's you know, that's how he felt. But to me and Dad, because people were like, "Why you didn't say?" You know, they called me after they watched it. Why you didn't say that fucking bitch? I'm like, I said because I said Gypsy's gonna watch this one day, and that will be on there out in the universe for all time.
Right.
Said, and I don't want her to watch it 10 times, 15 times, however many times she's going to want to watch it, her hear me say stuff about her mama. I said, she knows how I feel. I said, I've never, ever denied her that.
To heal, too, because it's like,
right.
You know,
I never denied you that.
You know,
right.
You wouldn't have meant it later
At the beginning, girl, if they would have filmed us right at the beginning, it wouldn't have been pretty.
Oh, I know. Mike had told me all about how Aunt Celeste was just cussing Mom up and down the hall and everything.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. But
Mike said he never heard so many cuss words in his life.
Yeah, look. Because the emotions were all still new. You know, they were all just, you know, we're still finding out stuff. When we find out that she's showing pictures of you and your brother and saying that Dylan died when he was little, that was, you know, her and your dad's son. And I was like, I swear to God, Rod, I wouldn't kill her, but I'd beat the shit out of her. She'd be right here. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
like that stuff I didn't even know about, and like people bring it up to me about this, the trampoline incident, and I'm like, I think I was too young or something. I don't remember, but I mean,
but
also,
Jessica remembers, Bobby remembers. You know, I mean, Bobby was. I mean, I couldn't vouch for that because I wasn't there. You know, I mean, there's.
They seen it. I'm sure it happened, and I remember there was there was times that I would be going and Tiffany would babysit me, or I would be staying by Claudia's or something like that, and they had times that were similar to that, you know.
Right.
So I'm like, I totally believe that could have happened. Like some people have, wrote to me and asked me about that situation, that time. And I'm like,
when you could honestly say, I don't know.
I'm like, all I can say is I don't know, but I can't say that it didn't happen, but I can't say that I remember it happening, you know.
Right. Somebody posted in Belinda's group the other day. They watched the documentary and how they were upset that it was so one-sided. I'm like, what do they mean so one-sided? There's proof in the doctor's notes and everything, you know, it wasn't one-sided. It was your story, our story, Bobby's story, Claude and Laura's story, you know, Mike's story.
Yeah, everybody got a chance to pitch in.
Everything that either I said, Bobby said, Mike said, your dad said, if I said something, it was like in the documentary, it's like it's back to like somebody else is agreeing with if what I said, what your daddy said, what Claude said, what Bobby said, what Mike said. It's like, because we didn't have to lie.
Right.
You know, because we knew what we knew and we didn't have to lie. So I guess that's why they're thinking it's one-sided. I don't know. And I didn't ask like, or why you think it's one-sided, but somebody was like, are you freaking kidding me? You know, I let other people go off on them. I don't.
You don't have to worry about that, but
that don't bother me no more.
I think maybe what they meant is it's one-sided because it has to do with me telling my side of it and Mom not being here to tell her side of it. You know, because
it was the same. It would be the same thing if she would be behind bars. You know, it'd be the same. I mean, I don't know if it'd be the same because she lied throughout her whole damn life.
Right.
But I get what you're saying.
Right.
You know,
so I've had people ask me that
she would have
too.
covered her ass. She would have covered her ass. You didn't need to lie anymore. You got caught red-handed, like your dad says in the documentary. They got caught red-handed. They really didn't. But they didn't get caught red-handed, but they got caught red-handed.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. And I fully believe that if if she was alive, I think that she would try to turn the tables on me and be like, well, she told the doctors that she couldn't walk and she was
you see, that would be her fuck up because there's always in the documentary mother state.
Exactly. Mhm.
Proof is black and white.
Right. Mhm. So I'm like,
you know,
you never.
But I was thinking, what if the heat would have got bad and it would have started, y'all world would have started crumbling and people would have started finding out you might not be here to talk about it.
It got pretty doggone close whenever I ran away because they had, Kim and David. Well, how we were all going to VisionCon and everything, and everybody's friends with each other on Facebook. They're all a bunch of nerds, so they all blocked the social media. And so, Dan, the one that I ran away with, he slept with David's
Did y'all
wife.
have sex?
Huh?
Did you and Dan have sex?
Oh, no.
So Nick was your first one.
Yeah. I
thought you would have hit that ass when you would have got at his house. I'm like, maybe, I might have had sex. No. But, I knew, you and Nick for sure, but I was like, I never asked you, like, okay, did you and Dan kind of mingle in the sheets?
Yeah, no. The only thing I did was give him a little peck kiss. That's it.
Oh, God, you know what I thought you were going to say? The only thing I did was give him a blowjob. That's what I thought you were going to say. No. My head's such in the gutter.
Right. Fine. Well, you're thinking about what happened with Dylan, so.
Yeah, exactly. Not crying no more, though. It's good.
Yeah. But like I was saying before, Dan had slept with David's first wife. And so.
Oh, so Kim's his second wife.
Kim's the second wife. And so David got a divorce and everything from the woman that he slept with. And so they were kind of not enemies, but not on good terms. And so whenever I ran away from home, David called Mom and was wondering, like, what the hell is going on? And so Mom tells David, Dan has Gypsy, and he's freaking out.
Oh, so that's how she found out. David told her.
No, David didn't tell her. The whole group knew about it because Melanie, she's a belly dancer. Okay. Melanie.
I know you said in the documentary, because y'all had mutual friends. I mean, I know you probably went into more detail. But, they had to edit so much. Mm-hmm. That's why I want to get the unedited version.
Yeah. I don't think I went into that much more detail. I just said a mutual friend because I knew that they would watch the film. And I don't want to name names exactly.
Right.
So I was
and that's
like
what I did, too. When I talked about, when me and Claudia talked about, could your mama have been a part of Emma's passing? All I said was I talked to one of the sisters. I didn't say the name, but there's freaking Laura. Darla said, flush her down the toilet.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's their own crumbling of,
Yeah. And like I told your daddy, I said, you know what? I said, when Gypsy sees it, she can't turn to us and look at us and say, why the hell you said that about my mama?
Right.
I said, because we were remembering, you're going to watch this one day. Mm-hmm. So I said, but as for Claude and Laura, that's a whole other freaking issue.
I'm like, even if y'all did say how y'all felt in the moment, it was in the moment. And, y'all had to let those things process. And stuff.
But we had time to, absorb and. Yeah.
Because it takes a little time because I had to go through a bunch of emotions myself after finding out all this because I still remember the day that I had went into that attorney booth with Mike and he's got a stack of papers on the desk, and on the table, and he's wondering like why did this happen? What was the relationship between me and her like, and everything? And he expected me right off the flip to say I hated the bitch, and I didn't. I said we had friendship bracelets. We were very, very close, and that kind of just took him by surprise because they had all these papers, because he already knew what was going on right from the start with this whole fraud stuff. Now, he didn't know it that much in detail until he got my medical records, but whenever I'm like, he had my birth certificate, he told me how old I was, and telling me
because they had Greene County called me and asked me how old you were.
Wow.
And when was your date of birth? And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, I am 100% positive. You know, they're like, okay.
Because Mike was like, you will be 24, July 27th.
Your mouth must have freaking dropped.
It did. I'm like, oh my God. You know, I mean, at first I was.
That's years that you lost.
Because it's like, oh well, I missed out on, celebrating my 18th birthday. I missed out on turning, 21.
Your 21st, right?
Can drink, and just so many different things hit me all at once. And
yeah, and you might not even be a drink.
Right. No, I probably would like wine.
Let's say I was about to say, let's say me and you go to Olive Garden or something, or we, oh Mom, let's cook something here, and let's pour us each a glass of wine. Okay. But I need to find out if, when you get here, if we have to pick up guns and knives. Because a friend was asking me that. It brought to my attention, because the only reason it got brought up to me was because her husband went to jail for stealing his grandpa's guns and all. So when he got out, they couldn't have no guns and no knives. And I'm like, well, Kiki, I said, and look, she grew up knowing your mama and your grandma and all of them, because they were from Golden Meadow. And I'm like, but she didn't do it.
Right.
And I'm like, well, yeah, maybe, because she didn't do it. That's something I'm about to ask.
I'm going to
I'm not Mike.
Like that, because I know sometimes they could have in possession of a firearm, in possession of a deadly weapon.
Girl, because we got guns out of this fucking ass over here.
If it is paperwork, like I'm sure I cannot possess a firearm in my name, have it legalized.
But Keno had to take out everything, and they go check. I'm like, well, how the fuck you cut up something to eat?
I don't know.
I'm asking her all these questions because I'm like new to it. Well, how the fuck you cut your food? But a knife.
No, I think you could have freaking kitchen knives and stuff like
that. She said maybe it's like machetes and shit. I don't freaking know. All she said was guns and knives have to be out her house. And I'm like,
because there's so this is gonna sound crazy, but whenever Nick was talking about finding the right knife, the weapon, he had shown me pictures of knives from Walmart. Now, according to the Walmart site or whatever, you have to be over the age of 21 to purchase this big knife. Okay.
And you didn't think you were over 21.
Right. And I'm like, look
well,
at
kind of thank God that you didn't know, because if you would have put, you know what I'm saying?
And these freaking big knives are like ridiculous. I'm like, this is fucked up. No. And I'm like, no, that's just not happening. But, I mean, I think that could be what she might be talking about. And it would be good to kind of clear it with Mike, ask him.
I am texting him this as we speak.
Okay.
That's a question. When Jim comes home, do we have to remove all guns and knives from the house? Just thinking ahead.
Right, yeah.
I just saw he posted something on Facebook, so I know he has his phone in his hand.
Okay. And, so I don't know. That's just something that you have to ask him. And then, okay.
Right, because, I mean, my mom and I live in the front of the street, so we have to put all the, guns and all. Yeah. But, like, I have a handgun for me. Mm-hmm. Your daddy has a handgun, mm-hmm. And I'm going to take the concealed carry class. Uh-huh. That I could wear that on me. Mm-hmm. In my purse, on my heart, on my belt. Mm-hmm. I could show that bitch mm-hmm. in the store.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Luckily, the armed criminal action had been dropped. So, I mean...
Right. So maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't because, I mean, if I still had maybe armed criminal action, that might have something to do with it. But the fact that it was dropped, I think it could... I don't
Right. It might work in your favor.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of something else, I know it's totally off topic, but Sebastian has a son.
Really? How old?
Gonna be 2 in October.
And he's just letting you know this now?
Oh, no, I've been knowing it. He just wanted me to let you know because I told him, I said, Mom don't know that you have a son.
It don't matter to me.
So, and the mama, he actually has 3 children, but only Jacob is in his life. Because
I have a lot of friends that are like that.
He was 15 whenever he had his first child.
Oh, yeah, that's young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yep. And not much older when he had the second. And and his baby mama or whatever has custody right now of Jacob, and he's trying to get his rights back once he gets out of prison. And
that's good.
So, and I think
like boys or girls or boys and girls?
He has Jacob's a little boy. And he...
Really? Jacob's a boy name?
Yeah, Jacob's a boy name. Now, as for the other ones, I don't know if they were boys or girls. I don't know.
Right.
But I think the first child he had, the mama never told him that she was pregnant. And so he don't know. He don't know if she had an abortion. He don't know what happened.
Or had the baby and just not letting him know.
Right.
A lot of women do that, believe it or not.
Uh-huh. And then he had a girlfriend while they were both locked up. She was in county, and he was in county. And when they both got out, they slept together, and she ended up being pregnant. She had...
Wait. Oh, she had the baby.
She had the baby, and... he's not quite sure. They moved away, so he's not sure how the baby's doing. And I think he said that she gave it up for adoption. And as for Jacob, he lives with the mama, and the mama is
No, continue. I'm gonna let you know what Mike said after.
Okay. And the mama had asked him to send visiting forms so she could bring Jacob to see him, which is good because he hasn't seen him in a while, since he's been locked up. So that's just wanted to let you know about that.
Yeah, wait, okay.
What did Mike say?
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, Lord. He said, I would not think so.
Okay.
And I said because she didn't do it, and he just read it. But,
okay.
Yeah, so apparently that would be fine.
Okay. That's
Wait,
good
he's
to know.
something. He's sending something else. We still have a few seconds.
Okay.
We have... You better fucking hurry up.
Right. We got 1 minute left. I got to put some more minutes on the phone.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know next time.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I love you, and have a good rest of the day, because I know we're going to be cut off in a little bit.
Yeah, in seconds. I love you too. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you too. Have a good night.
All right. You too, baby. Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up.